What is going on, guys? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And in this video, in this section, we are going to talk about a new topic in this new section that is called structures. So, we are going to see, basically to start with some general explanation explaining what are structures in general, why we should even consider using them, and then we will see a couple of examples that will show us how we can create a structure template, basically also understand what it is in the first place. Then we are going to see how can we create variables of this structure, how we can use them, how we can access different fields, which we will also study, and so much more. So I hope you are ready, and let's go. So let us start and talk about a common situation that I want you to suppose that you are writing some program, and this program has a main task to manage the employees in some company. Okay, so a simple program to manage employees. And for every employee that you will have in your company, you have basically its name, the employee age, the salary, and basically, let's say, also some city of living. And if this company we are talking about simply has just one employee, think of it as, I don't know, just some startup or with one-man company, then in this case it would be really simple because we could simply create just 4 variables describing this information regarding this one and only employee, right? So we would have like variables such as a string variable that represents the name of the employee. We would also have like an integer variable that will represent the age. We also may have some float variable that will be used to represent, for example, the salary. And finally, I don't know, another string to represent the city where the employee resides. Okay, so far so good, nothing complicated, right? Simply having 4 variables representing information about the one employee of this company. But, and here comes the important thing, what will happen if this company, I want you to think about it, what will happen if this company will hire another employee? So, what will be there? Like 2 employees? So in this case, probably you would have to use like 2 strings variables to represent the names of these 2 employees, and let's say it will be like name 1 for employee number 1 and name 2 for employee number 2, and then you will have like age 1, age 2, salary 1, salary 2, and city 1 and city 2, right? So to summarize, we can say that for 2 employees our program will already have like these 8 variables associated with these workers in our company, right? And what would happen if the company will hire like about 10 employees or maybe 1,000 employees, which could easily be in this case, right? Because we know that there are a lot of companies with this many employees and even more. In this case, should we have like 4,000 variables, for example, distributed in a sort of really unorganized manner, okay? Like age 1, age 2, age 3 up until age 1,000? Probably not. Of course, we don't want to have in our code, in our program, this kind of variables scattered around, not organized in any way. And it's really difficult to manage it this way, in my opinion at least. So what I suggest is a method to organize our program in a better manner. And one way to do so is by using, what do you think? Structures. So we will be using structures that will give us the option to gather every detail and every relevant information regarding every individual employee, simply arranging it, organizing under one roof, under one structure. Is that clear so far? Nothing complicated, just a general explanation of organizing, let's say, every detail about an employee, which was the name, the salary, the city where the employee resides, and its age. All of these 4 fields, let's call it this way, simply to organize it under one roof, okay? And this roof will be the struct that we will learn. But so far, so good. And now let's explain how all of this mechanism of simply what I just said, how all of this mechanism works behind the scenes. And let's take a look at how the structure concept comes in, also in general and in the next videos in particular to our programming language, and also like diving in more details. All right? So let's simply think, okay, of some standard variables that we've worked with, okay? I'm just going to show you a quick example. So let's say when we wrote some line like this, let's say int age equals to 50, and we had some other variable that is called like salary, so float salary, that is used basically to represent, I don't know, the salary per hour. Let's go and initialize it with some random value. And now that's basically where things get interesting, okay? We have like these 2 standard boxes, age and salary. One of them is of type int and the other of type float, okay? So both of them are variables, different types, different values, and so on. And now we are going to take these 2 boxes, okay? These are actual boxes that we have, and we are going to pack them together, okay, into a new type of a box. So taking these 2 boxes, age and salary, and packing them up under one roof, under one structure, and they will be represented under one box, okay? So we don't have any problem here. We could do so, right? I mean, why not? These are just boxes and so on. And now what I want to say is that in this case, the boxes within the bigger box, okay, we will have like a bigger box, and inside of this bigger box we will have like a smaller box of int and a smaller box of float, okay? So simply 2 boxes inside just one newly created box that we created, okay? We did not define yet its type, but I just want you to visualize it before we go any further, okay? So if we already started talking about its type, what do you think should be the type of this newly created box? Should it be treated as an integer type, a float type? We can simply say that our box will be of an integer type, right? If it has also the int and the float. It simply doesn't make any sense. But what we can do and what we should do, and probably in the next videos that's what we are going to do, we are going to refer to the new box as a new defined type that we are going to create. Okay, we are going to specify what will be this new type, okay? So we will simply have a new type, some new representation that we'll be able to create variables from it, okay? So we will define this template, define the structure of this new box that it will have like first variable an integer, second variable a float, maybe other variables, right? So we will define its template, and then we will use this template for the creation of these new unique type boxes for basically our usage. So I hope this quick and hopefully general explanation is clear to you. If you still have any questions, I recommend going on for the next videos. There are a lot of things to cover us for in this section. And just a quick reminder, you are doing great so far, but I really think that your concentration on this section is absolutely necessary, okay? That's not going to be an easy one, but I think we can handle it. Don't you think? So, I wish you good luck on this section, and I will see you on the next video. Give it some time. Think about basically everything that will be said on the next videos, like write notes down. Think about what is the explanation. Some of the explanation are going to be a little bit slower since in my experience I know that most of the students need some parts to be explained a little bit slower, some parts to be a little bit faster. So I hope you will like it. If the temp will feel to you a little bit slower than what you expected, you can simply make the speed of the video a little bit faster. So thank you guys for watching, keep on practicing, and I see you in the next videos. Bye bye.